OTX's newest sensation, who is red hot. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing fine, brother, man. I'm glad to be on, man. Thank you for the spotlight, man, the opportunity to speak with you today, bro.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, man. How are your parents doing?
Man, they doing fine, man. I'm just trying to stop them from working, man. Just trying to stop them
Yeah,
from
coach
working.
and everybody.
Yeah, everybody's good, man. Coach, same old, same old. He pushed us to the limit this camp. Today we cutting down on the times in the run, man. He there calculating everything, make sure everything get done the right way.
Yeah, hey, listen, yeah, I've been seeing you work out a lot, man. Getting ready for the main event, dude. You're the main event now on the zone. Hey, so it's a different venue, right? You're not going to fight at Red Owl.
Yeah, it's the Bayou Music Event Center, I believe. It's gonna be in downtown Houston.
The Bayou Event Center, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, man. Hey, listen, congratulations on your win last time I was there. Luis Feliciano, who, he came from a pretty tough gym, man. He came from Salas Boxing Gym, who has about 13 world champions and currently have about 3 world champions. Rolly Romero, one of them. You know, you went up against probably one of the best trainers, not probably, one of the best training uh gyms in the world in Salas. How did you do it, man? It wasn't easy, but you dominated. So explain it to us, man. How were you able to take them down?
Man, we had a game plan going in. We knew we had the edge on a lot of different things, the athleticism, the skill set. We had the youth on our side, and it was just about just going there and getting that experience. He definitely tested me, and he made me level up that night. He gave me something, a different type of experience, and he brought that a different animal out of me that fight.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, man. OTX, you're signed there. That's your home. How have they been treating you, man? How's your time been there?
Man, I love OTX, man. Hopefully down the line we could do more business together. If everything seems keeps going in the right direction it's been going, man. They keeping me busy, and that's all I wanted, man. The money's good, the exposure's good. They doing everything that they set out to do for me.
Yeah, yeah, man. Listen, it's your first main event. You're headlining. How do you feel?
It's a surreal moment, man. It's definitely something that Coach Lopez, he told me from the beginning that everything, if we do things this way, this way, this way, it's gonna be a domino effect, and this is part of the domino effect. We headline in our city, the main event, going for 20-0, man. It's a blessing.
Yeah, man. How does that feel, man? 20-0. You're gonna hit that 20 mark. Me and you were talking about that. I believe right after your fight in Piedras Negras, you fought in Red Owl. That's when I met you,
Yeah,
and we were talking about it, man. Hitting that magic 20 number, money starts rolling in. You're gonna hit that 20. How do you feel?
man, it's awesome, man. We worked so hard to get to this point, man. We not as far as we finna be, and it's a lot more work to be done. We on the road to a world title. My mind, I want to be a Hall of Fame fighter, retire a Hall of Fame fighter, and fight all the best fights in boxing. So this is just another stepping stone for me right here.
Man, you got yourself out there. You got Gio. You got Oscar Pettis out there. You got Cats. What's going on? What's in the water in Houston, man? You guys are definitely bringing some fighters.
Yeah, man. Houston is breeding some great fighters. I've been knowing them guys for a long time, and you know, everybody's in the position that they supposed to be in. We all coming up. We all came up together. And it's a beautiful thing to see Houston on the rise. We the future of Houston boxing.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, you started your career down in Mexico, man. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Man, Mexico, man, it was something that I carry on to this day. The memories I got out there, and the experience that I gained. Around the time that we start going out there, consistently that we consistently start going out there was around COVID time. A lot of times people in the United States, they really wasn't active because of COVID, but Coach Lopez, he got us active and moving when people had a standstill. So it was a beautiful feeling, man. The experience, just being out there, the food, the people, just being in a third world country, it was definitely big.
Yeah, man. And you're at 140, correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Haney was at 140. He's got a big matchup with Brian Norman. I know Gio's had some work with him. I believe you know him too as well, right?
Yeah. Which one, Brian Norman?
Haney.
I don't know Hank personally, but I know Brian Norman personally.
You
We
know Brian Norman?
Yeah, I know Brian Norman personally. We actually came up. We fought with each other a couple times in Mexico when I was signed with Cameron Duncan. My first three fights in Mexico. Brian Norman was out there with us, so that's how I met him. And to see him become a world champion now is big, man. And it hit close to home, and I feel like we're not too far off as well. So.
How do you see Brian? What does he got to do? What does he have to do to beat Haney?
Um, in my opinion, I feel like he's have to do what he's been doing. I feel like he has the strength advantage over Haney, the power advantage, and he's not a bad boxer himself too. So I feel like me personally, I feel like we could see an upset, even though that Devin Haney, he's the I feel like he's the A side, even though that Brian Norman's the champ. A lot of people are doubting Brian Norman, but I think Brian Norman's going to come shock the world, man.
Yeah, yeah. That's going to be an interesting matchup as well, man. That's another 50-50 fight. If Haney can maybe be the Haney that beat Lomachenko, be the Haney that beat a Prograis, a buddy of yours.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, if he can, be that guy, um, I think he can beat him as well. But again, two young fighters at the top of their game, and anything can happen. But yeah, I'm
yes,
sure you're rooting for Brian.
yes. That's my boy, man. Shout out Brian Norman. That's my boy.
How did he do in Mexico? I mean, obviously he won his fights, but what was it like, being out there with him and starting your all's career out there?
Man, it's so crazy because we had our first time meeting each other was in Mexicali, Mexico. Uh, his
Wow.
dad, his dad, and my dad, and me and him, we walked to a Carl's Jr. It was a Carl's Jr. up the street from our hotel. We was staying there. We walked out there early in the morning, the day of the fight, and we sat down. We chopped it up. We all talked, man, and that's one of the moments I remember vividly being around him. Us getting something to eat together.
That's awesome, man. That's great stories, good memories, man. Good memories.
Yeah, man, definitely.
So listen, we always see you, man, with Shakur. He's at your fights, giving you big hugs and everything, man. How did all that start? Just a Houston thing or what?
Yeah, man. Actually, a couple years back before he came to my fight, um, he invited me to come spar with him to get ready for the Robin Sal fight when he fought Robin Sal, and we built a relationship off that sparring session, us sparring in, and him watching me coming up, and he the day of the actually like a week before my fight actually he had hit me up and he told me that he was gonna come to the fight, and he ended up coming to the fight, man. And I was happy to see him, man. I feel like that was a lot of motivation, and the words that he spoke on the commentary, man, it really motivated me and gave me a different mindset for myself. Like I can be like at the top of the sport, like himself are and other fighters too.
Yeah, yeah. When I first met you, man, you told me confidently you're gonna be the best that's ever done it. Every single time I've seen you afterwards, you're proving it to me, man. You still feel the same? You're gonna be the best ever?
Definitely, man. I definitely feel like I'm gonna be a Hall of Fame fighter, man. Once I retire from boxing, they're gonna say Breyon, he fought all the best fighters on the planet. He beat them, and he definitely deserved that spot in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, yeah. Talking about Shakur, man, Gervonta Davis is gonna fight Jake Paul. Man, a lot of people are predicting he's probably gonna retire. Because it's a lot of money he's gonna make.
Yeah.
And they just say he doesn't got the love for boxing. I don't know. But we may miss out on the Shakur Tank, man. You think that's something the boxing world needs, a Shakur Tank fight?
Man, definitely. That's the best versus the best. That's a fight for the ages. If they fight, that's something we're gonna be talking about 20 years down the line, like a Hagler Hearns or Sugar Ray Leonard and Hearns, something like that. That's definitely something that's good for boxing. But at the end of the day, he's his own man, and if he don't have the love for the sport, there's no use to do it because we're not gonna get the best version of him if he was to fight Shakur. So.
Yeah, yeah. Shakur and Tank, I mean, Shakur and Tio have been going at it a little bit back and forth, man. You think that'll actually happen? Or do you think
Man,
Shakur will probably just wipe out his division?
Man, I think that's a awesome fight. I think that's another great fight too for the ages, man. Teofimo Lopez, he's super talented, super athletic. You know, Shakur, master IQ in the ring. I feel like that fight would be great, and I think Shakur can go up to 140 for that fight for sure.
Yeah. Well, listen, man, after this next fight, you take it and you're 20-0 with 16 knockouts, hopefully.
Yes, sir.
Your name's going to be starting to be mentioned up there at 140 with a TO. You're pretty much a little bit more of a bigger size to take a TO at a 140. Shakur is a 135 guy. How does grind time Breyon Grom do against a Teofimo Lopez?
Man, I think I can shock the world fighting Teofimo Lopez. I think I can shock the world and beat him. I feel like I could beat a lot of the guys at 140. A lot of the guys at top 140, you know, the better the opponent, the better I perform. The more it brings out of me, the better the opposition is, the more it brings out of me. So, you know, they haven't seen the best of me yet. You know, nobody has brought it out of me thus far. Y'all seen a little bit of it with Feliciano, but
Yeah,
yeah,
man. It was like I said, man, that was it wasn't easy, but you dominated. And like I said, against some of the best trainers in the world, the best schools, some of the best that place is known for the fundamentals. They say Salas Boxing Gym is where you go and you get the fundamentals, and they got the titles to prove it over there, but you were able to dominate that gym and take it down, man. Congratulations on that. So what do
yeah.
we expect from Breon Grom on his main event on September the 20th?
Man, y'all definitely get to expect a show, man. Every time I come out, I want to entertain. You know the fans of boxing. You know I want them to always remember me every time I come out and fight. That it's always gonna be an explosive matchup with whoever I'm against. I'm always giving my all. I'm always want to come out victorious. I'm always coming out to win, man. And you know if the knockout's there, you know I carry the knockout power. If the knockout's there, it's definitely gonna come.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And are we looking to dominate at 140, staying at 140? I know you're comfortable there. That's your weight. I know you're going to be champ one day there. Do you have plans to do multiple divisions or you like 140?
Man, I've been at 140 for a long time, man. I feel good at 140. I really feel like I can definitely make a cap. My cap being at 154. You know, so you know we don't know what the future holds for sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, man, I really appreciate your time with Brian Grom. He is main eventing on September the 20th on OTX. Go see this kid. He is exciting, 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 man. Anything he touches falls, man. So don't blink, man. Get on there. Tell them where they can find you and tell them where you're going to be fighting and who against.
Y'all can find me on Instagram at Breon G Tom Gorm, on TikTok Grind Time for Life. You know we fighting at the Bayou Music Event Center September 20th. You know, I'm making my first headliner in my city, man. I love the city of Houston. I love fighting in Houston. You know, y'all come out and support and show the love. We got a beautiful Houston card, man. Giovanni Marquez, uh, uh, um, my boy Perez. You know, a lot of
Oscar
guys.
Perez is out there, yeah.
Oscar Perez. You know, it's a lot of guys, man, from Houston. This is a Houston-based card, man, and we definitely need Houston to come out and support.
Fabian Diaz, a local boy's going down there from here. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, Fabian, my boy Fabian Oronado too. Fabian Oronado, he's on the card. Man, it's gonna be a big card, man. Come this September 20th.
I love OTX, man. What do you think about that overtime? I like that idea. No draws. You get a draw, you go the 13th round or the 11th round.
Yeah, I think that's super, man. I really think that's big because they the first to ever do it. I never seen nobody do anything like that. You know, I think overtime definitely has a future in boxing. They can be big like a company like Top Rank or Matchroom. So you know they're definitely on their way, and you know they do their own streams through YouTube and things like that. So man, I definitely think they can be big, and they know how to brand a fighter as well. So
Yeah, yeah. Y'all go see this show September the 20th on the Zone OTX. It's a great company. There are no draws. And when there is a draw, they sound that bell. The crowd gets crazy. It's like overtime football. I mean, it's an experience. Y'all don't miss it. September 20th, and you will see somebody great. Brian Grom. Thank you guys very much. Mark Salinas with Fight Hype.
thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. This is super big.